When cyclists think about wheels, they think about weight, strength, and aerodynamics. But there are forces that conspire to slow you down. Wind resistance, gravity, rolling resistance, and vibration. When we design wheel sets, we design them for the places they'll be used. We consider all the ways a wheel can contribute to making the entire system, the bike, tire, even the rider, more efficient. That's because efficiency equals speed. The combination of a new rim laminate and wider profile optimized for the rim-tire interface transforms your ride experience to overcome these 4 barriers to speed. That's total system efficiency. It's the way we manage a rider's total energy output by thinking about all the forces that can sap it. These are the barriers to speed. The atmosphere. It's a complex, life-giving system that creates a byproduct that can slow you down. Wind. Wind will seek out any surface your bike may offer up, any unconsidered edge, and use it to slow you down. But with total system efficiency, we consider every surface and edge, and make each as slippery as possible. It's why we've transitioned to hookless rims. They reduce turbulence at the edge where the tire meets the rim. And if the wind can't find an edge, that gives you an edge. And the more invisible you are to the wind, the less it slows you down. Gravity. It possesses the power to use the weight of all of a bike's components, including you, to slow you down. So a big part of total system efficiency is balancing strength and durability with the lowest possible weight. Our newest wheel sets represent a breakthrough in every rider's battle with gravity. Advances in our carbon manufacturing and rim lamination process, when compared to previous wheel designs, let us cut weight by over 30%, nearly 400 grams per wheel set, without sacrificing rigidity, strength, performance, or durability. So you climb faster and use less energy to do it, saving that energy to make the rest of your ride faster. Pop quiz. Which wheel is faster? A narrow tire at high pressure or a wider tire at lower pressure? Don't worry, it can seem counterintuitive. When you consider all the physics, a wider tire creates less rolling resistance and better grip. That's because a wider rim and tire creates a shorter contact patch with the road, with less tire deformation or sag, up to 10% less than a narrower wheel. And less sag means less of the energy you put into the system is lost on the way to making you faster. Some roads are less perfect than others. Oh sure, maybe from here they look smooth, but get closer and it's obvious. Even the smoothest roads create vibration. Some create a little, some create a lot. Think of a rough surface as a series of tiny hills, even tinier. And just as climbing one big hill can be exhausting, so too can climbing a lot of little ones. That's vibration loss. At high tire pressures, all that up and down is making you work harder than you need to, like climbing 100 little hills every second. But our wheels use lower tire pressure, so they transfer less vibration to the bike and to you. So you more easily glide over rough surfaces, saving you enough energy to help you take on the bigger hills. These are the barriers to speed. Each plays out differently, depending on where you ride and how you ride. So we create wheel sets that balance and prioritize different technologies to overcome the barriers to speed for the way you ride. We do everything scientifically possible to help you overcome wind resistance, rolling resistance, gravity, and vibration. Because the better we optimize our wheel sets for these 4 barriers, the better we are at making you faster.